Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Old World as Babylonia, and what I really should be doing is playing to my strengths and maxing out my science, because we can technically win just by reaching the end of the tech tree and keep spamming the end game techs over and over again, which gives us a victory point every time. Currently Rome is 5 victory points ahead of me, which is a little bit annoying. Rome are down here, so I should probably send a ship over to go and have a look at their size. I am pretty friendly with Persia at the moment, and although I had considered going to war with them to snipe these two cities, I'm not really sure how worthwhile that is going to be. So yeah, I think we're going to take one of our ships and have a little bit of a look and see what's going on down over Rome. Someone did also point out, my scouts, I have the exploration law, which means my scouts can cross the seas without actually having to have a boat anchored. So we should be able to go and have a little look and see what the Romans are up to. Anyway, we can only hit end turn because from the last video we are out of orders. And Rome have just gained another point, so that's fantastic. They're currently only 16 points behind. Sister's now ill. Royal marriage for this general. Who should we marry him to? We don't really want to lose Rome's opinion. So one of ours will join Rome. Oh, right. Who do we want to get rid of then? You're a commander and general. Off you go. Right. Ooh. So we can spend 2,000 gold for a new court minister. Or we'll just gain the XP. We'll do that. This is our son and heir. Can't do philosophy. But we can give him tactics for now. Okay. Workers with lots of stuff to do. That's suggested an amphitheatre. Again, we're still out of stone, which is definitely problematic. And as someone did point out, and I totally wasn't thinking about this, every time you buy a resource, the price increases. And every time you sell a resource, the value decreases. And because I've been buying so much stone this game, it's really cost me a lot. So I really should try spamming out quarries wherever I can get them. But I've got to put them in decent spots, otherwise there's really no point. Now this is suggesting an academy. Academies are not bad. Again, it's stone though. Right, yeah, let's go ahead and just build lots of quarries around here. I also want to go down here and grab that iron mine, which I will. You are going to harvest those gems. Yeah, there's not really much else you can get here other than the gems. If I then get the iron mine, we can probably spread our borders out down here. Should have done that first, really, rather than building that quarry. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's just undo a few things. So you're actually going to go down and build the mine. If the thing gets out of the way. You build the mine. You harvest that. And then we might be able to get a specialist in there and push the borders. I doubt it. I don't think we'll have the time. But we will see. So cold baths or academy. It's going to cost us a lot of money. And it's only +1. Oh, plus 9.5 a year. Yeah, let's get the academy. I'm committed now. I've got to do it. You can stay there. Now, in terms of our ships, let's use... I prefer to use this one, I think. I'm going to start moving over and having a little look and see what Rome are doing. Have a little looky. You can stay here, I think. I don't know why you're awake, but you can get some score from standing on there. Do we have any other ranges? We're going to get another barracks here. So you'll be able to stand on the barracks. Probably need another range. And we have our capital. You've finished the Elder Doctor. So we now have 2... We've only got 12 years to get another Elder Doctor, but we are on the way. 6 forums. That one might be difficult. We've got 4 and 1 here. There's no point doing that. Our discontent level is high. We could probably do a festival and bring that down a little bit. Although we can get another doctor here. We can get another master doctor and an elder doctor here within the time. So let's just spam them both out in Babylon. Let's, in fact, just queue them both up. So that should get us another ambition done. The 4 warm baths we're also working on. I think we've got a few builders working on baths. 6 forums might be more difficult. Our sister's become severely ill. The governor of Babylon has died in office. Not so good. We need to choose a new governor. Well, if I put myself in there, decent amount of gold and some science. It's probably the best option right now. So we've got a worker available here. I think my plan was to build a range here for these guys. And we can do. The range only uses wood, so that's not too bad. So you're going to go over here. Where is Rome? Oh, they're quite a way over. So it's going to take us a little while to get there. You've got a promotion. Let's give you strike 2, because you've already got strike 1. And then we've got a couple of cities that are not doing anything. So you've completed 4 and 1. Excellent. Is there anything else here that we'd like to get that could be useful for us? I mean, poets are nice because they do give us science and culture. Although getting the apprentice one might be quicker. Less culture. The elder poet takes a while. Oh, let's get the elder one. It doesn't cost us any citizens. And then we've got Nippur, who has finished the apprentice doctor. I don't really need to worry about the doctor now. We could get the scribe. We've already got forum 1. We could do with a moat. Get some of the discontent down. Or actually, well, let's get miners. Because we can get gems from that, and we also want to then start working on stonecutters. So it may not be optimal, but I'm going to see where it goes. See if I can catch Rome up, or even just get a win on ambition. So we shouldn't have... oh, Carthage has been eliminated. Oh, wow, that was weird. I've actually got... I should show a picture of it one day. Who's this? This is our sister has died. As I was just about to say, I've got one of those Corsair gaming keyboards and a Corsair mouse, and my PC has all Corsair fans in it, and they're all RGB and they light up, and it links to this game. So, because I'm playing as Babylon, whose colours are green... my keyboard and mouse and all the fans in my computer and everything turned green. And when it just came up and said Carthage had been eliminated, my whole keyboard and everything and computer just started flashing different colours. It was a really weird thing to see there. The people of Babylon have decided to host athletic games to celebrate their good fortune. They will be honoured for you as governor to participate. Preside over the game as judge, which will give us some charisma but lose us some science. To wager on the athletics. Right, so we're currently a tactician. So we could become a judge or become a schemer. I mean, if we became a schemer, we would get extra science. But I think we just need to observe here. I don't want to mess that up too much. We can become frugal, we can become prosperous, or upgrade our courage. That's a lot of extra gold there. This is on the second in line. Loses some wisdom, of course. This is our in-law. He arrives at court and claims that our women's customs of using mixtures of lead and sulphur to dye their hair causes health problems, headaches, miscarriages and seizures. He suggests they use his own harmless plant-based dye instead. Sounds like nonsense. Send him on his way. We gain +2 discipline. So that's another 150 gold per turn. Or we are persuaded and will provide a royal charter to sell his hair dye. Let's take the one-off boost, see what happens. It says it can lead to future events. The Governor of Dilbat. Now, he's got a Delver option here, and we are building quarries. Output for mines and quarries. We get an extra 25 stone and an extra 10 iron here. And also, there's more stuff to build. So, you finished the fishing boats. That was taking quite a while there. I really want to avoid using too much stuff that has stone. But I think if we go and get the hamlet here, that'll at least let us grab the honey later as well. So you're going to keep working your way across until we find Rome. There we go. And then you have finished an apprentice doctor. You don't have a 4 and 1. Now that will cost stone, but we do need 4 and 1s. How long have we got on that? 10 years. We've already got 3 of the 6. So we might be able to pull that ambition off. I have managed to squeeze out an extra point. So I'm catching back up with Rome again a little bit. That is a lot of boats that suddenly appeared from Egypt, isn't it? Call me suspicious, but Egypt, what are you doing? No longer mourning. Adopt state religion. Don't want the Judaism. Promote the governor. Yeah, extra culture. Okay, Egypt, what are all these ships doing here? Thought I could go in the water. Do I have that law? Do I have the exploration law? I don't. I could pick the exploration law. The scouts can move along water. Could also pick one of these. Constitution. We'd lose some training, but we'd also gain +1 science per urban specialist. We should pass that law, actually. And we are building forums, so we should probably also go for philosophy. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about the exploration. Yeah, I don't know where those guys are going. I mean, they are just ships. There's another... Oh, yeah, there's more coming in down here. Okay, I think we're about to have some problems with Egypt. Egypt's... still kind of like me. Can we go and speak to him about something? Can we send him something? Let's send him pearls. We can make him happy. He might leave us alone. Send him dyes as well. Because I can just see something happening there, and I don't much like it. Right, let's sort these workers out. You have just got the library there. I mean, I guess that could be a quarry. We certainly are still short on stone. And I'd like more quarries over here, to be honest, which might mean buying tiles. I mean, I could come and build more quarries down here. Yeah, let's come and build more quarries down here. Not the best places for quarries, but we do have adjacency, so that's fine. And yeah, let's go and have a little bit of a look around Rome's territory. I think Rome might be the last of my worries at the moment. I'm not too sure what Egypt is up to here. But they're definitely moving a lot of units my way. It might be time to get another trireme out. 12 years though, it's a long time. Let's get another forum. Okay, let's see what you're up to, Egypt. I don't trust this. This feels like a chase. Oh, no. Is he just exploring? He's spreading them out, though. This feels like he's making some sort of web for moving troops across. The King of Persia has abdicated. A spy master's died in office. Free money boost. It's only 1 year, so yeah, I think I'll take that. Choose a new spy master. I mean, they're all pretty terrible options. You'll do. No negative traits, really. Okay, so we've got another worker. Now, we don't really need any military units around here. A library would be good. So our current science is 197. How are we doing on the tech tree? Let's have a quick look. So there's still quite a fair bit to unlock. But once you get to these ones, economic reform, military prestige and industrial progress, you can just keep doing these over and over again for victory points. They are quite expensive because they're sort of 2,000 science each. But you can keep farming points that way. Not terribly convinced we're even going to get that far, but we'll see how things go. So we have more workers. You've actually built an academy there. Not too sure. I mean, that would be a good courthouse, but it is a lot of stone. That would be a very good lumber mill. Let's get the lumber mill. You have also built an academy. So we get a university over here. Now, that university is expensive. We also need another warm baths, and I'm not sure if we're working on one. So we're going to work on the warm baths there. Then we'll possibly consider that university because the science boost will help. Yeah, I'm just going to move out with some of these other units because I'm not too sure what Egypt are up to with all of these ships. I find it suspicious to say the least. Is this a separate island that Rome have here? Yeah, what are you doing with all of those units? So that he was a court minister. The forces of Egypt have recently sacked barbarian encampment and they find themselves flush with plunder. Wishes to offer us some of the spoils of a gesture as ongoing friendship. We can have money, we can have science, or we can keep it for himself. Let's take the science boost. Persia gets a new king. We'll send some of that money back just to keep Persia happy. I don't really want to be going to war too much in this game. Okay, so it looks like Egypt currently is happy with me. Good. Don't want to be fighting where I don't need to be. Master Doctor has completed here. We can get Dromans now, even better ships than the ones we had. Which is something we might want to consider. But let's go ahead and get the Scribe, get some science and some civics. 2 cities that have now finished their production. The Elder Poet has been completed here. We could get another one. And get an Apprentice Philosopher as well. Get a Master Philosopher. They definitely want science, so we'll do that. And Dilbat, what have we got going on here? You've completed an Elder Poet. Let's get the Master Philosopher. One thing that they have done here, and I think I mentioned this before, is when you have multiple buildings that allow you to build a specialist, the higher the tier of the building, the cheaper or the quicker that specialist can train by 1 year. However, I think there was a change in the last patch that basically says you can skip the apprentice if you have the highest tier building. You can just basically go to the higher tier units. So that's quite nice. So we got our free money boost. We need to choose our next tech. This is suggesting vaulting. Yeah, let's go for that. There isn't really a better option right now. Okay, so we'll hit next turn and see what happens. So we could complete an ambition by controlling another warm bath. We'll get one in 3 years, which is, well, there's no timer on the warm baths one anyway, because we're not dead yet. The mongrel. 1 day on the training grounds. The prince, so our son and heir, notices a lame mongrel begging for scraps. He takes the creature into his care and nurses him back to health. From that point forward, the creature never leaves his side. So, I've had this event before. So we should treat the dog with affectionate... Well, I always have to pick that one, because you'd never use rewards and punishment. Don't want him to become strict. And you certainly never be cruel. So you need to be compassionate. I mean, that's charisma and discipline. So we'll take that one. This is the Duchess. This is our niece, second in line. So she can become a scholar or a tactician. I'd rather she become the scholar. Slightly better science output. Babylonia enjoys an era of scholarship and learning, such as never been seen before in the history of our nation. Wisdom and knowledge flow freely throughout our cities, revealing understanding, where before there was only superstition. We are a shining beacon of enlightenment in an ignorant and foolish world. How shall we further advance the cause of education and the observation of nature and humankind? So we could spend 140 civics that we don't have, so I don't know how we manage that, to reduce discontent levels by 1 in Babylon and Dilbat. We can spend 3,000 gold for a 520 science boost, one off. Yeah, I think we're just going to do that one. So bump. So that knocks vaulting down from 4 years to 3. Heated baths. Wow. Courthouse, academy. It's got to be academies, isn't it, here? It's still costing me quite a bit of money in stone, but yeah, it's got to be academies. That's also suggesting an academy. Probably the best spot for it. Alright, can't afford any more of those. You have completed a range. Now, I did think we wanted to get, yeah, a library. I'm going to go up here with you, and I'm going to... Oh, we don't have colonies. Okay, so I'm not going to buy that tile. I mean, these are mines here, so I could get quarries here. Let's go and get some quarries. They're not going to be the best quarries, but we need quarries. We need stone. You have finished a quarry. Oh, you finished the mine. So let's go back here and start doing quarries. So what we want to try and do now is get a specialist here. And this, you have actually finished what you were doing. So if we get a miner... Can I not get a miner in here? Oh no, that's Dilbat. Sorry, wrong city. Okay. So... Stonecutters then. Stonecutters it is. We have a unit that needs a promotion. Let's give you focus 2 because you already have focus 1. And then, yeah, let's keep having a look around here. Legitimacy, harvest your dyes, because free culture. Looks like they've got 2 individual islands. Still not entirely certain what Egypt are planning here. I'd like to go and have a little bit of a look. I'm a bit scared to see what they're doing, actually. Now, I had sort of planned in my head that was going to be the last turn of this video, and I've done my usual thing of clicking one more turn. So, let's see how this plays out. Hopefully, Egypt still like me. Rome are now 10 points ahead of me. I don't think I'm going to win this one. I think I'm too far behind. We can get a free droman. We can... I guess we want to start working on all of these techs, really. I mean, guilds cost us a lot of money, but it does reduce discontent and the chance for rebels to spawn. The game is suggesting monasticism. It's only 2 years. Let's get it done. Dilbat's lost its governor. Do we have anything here that gives us something to do with nets? You can hurry specialist. You're a judge. You're an equestrian. Yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. Let's put you in there for now. Let's just put your charisma up and get that maxed out. We have a worker here. Courthouse. Don't necessarily need the baths. The hamlet could be a good one. That'll lead us towards the salt. Speaking of the salt, you can harvest that again. That one can't be harvested yet, so we'll put you back on. Well, you're just going to sit there anyway. You have now finished the amphitheatre. Again, possibly suggesting a quarry, but it wouldn't be the best of quarries. But I think we're at that point where quarries are needed. It's suggesting a harbour here. I mean, that would boost this tile, I suppose. Okay, let's go and build the harbour. And then we've built another hamlet here. So we can now get that grove. So let's get the grove. Trying to save on stone a little. Let's go through the events. So this is Simon the Timid, the Roman. So he's a member of the Roman court. Arrives with a special request. He wishes to remain in Babylon as a foreign ambassador. So Rome's opinion goes up of us by 40, but we gain a lot of discontent in Babylon. Or Rome dislike us a little bit. Right, what's the discontent like in Babylon for a start? It's level 6 and going up. We really need to get things like the... We've already got a moat in here, haven't we? We've got walls, we've got the moat. I mean, there are ways to get the discontent down, that's for sure. How much do Babylon like and or dislike me? Sorry, not Babylon, Rome. 123, they do like me. I think we can afford to take a drop of 40, though. He's given me a different event now, isn't it? Commerce studies, so this is our niece third in line. Let's give her schema, actually, for the science. This is our niece second in line. Yeah, that'll become inspiring. Zoroastrianism. Yeah, we'll spend some money for it to spread. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's do this one. So we're going to say no. And we'll continue to have a little scouty scout around. Yeah, it looks like Egypt have got these boats all over the place, to be honest. What you doing, Egypt? Okay, so that is as far as I can move on this turn. Got a couple of orders left, but nothing else really to do. So I'm going to call that the end of the turn. Rome are only 11 victory points away from winning, and I'm 10 victory points behind them. So unless I can pull an ambitions win out of the bag, which seems very unlikely at this late stage, I've probably lost this one. I've definitely made some mistakes on this playthrough, that I'm certain. I thought I had a really strong start, but then I kind of got into that position where I lacked room to expand. I'd have liked more cities. I could have probably done myself a favour by going to Persia early, but I'm still not 100% confident with the warfare side of this game, particularly when it comes to taking cities. The AI really seems to have an advantage on you when they can just put a massive amount of units in your direction at very short notice. Also looks like Persia's going over here to take this city now. You know, even if I fail, I will try again. This is what I did with Civilization. I didn't always win every game. Played and played until I got better, so I will get there. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are enjoying this series. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.